huge crowd, well over 100,000.
The atmosphere is electric.
So they're just about set.
And they're racing. She comes around the turn at the 500 metres. 2 or 3 lengths in front. The darling of the turf. Look at those scenes. What a win in a cup we'll never forget. Quite an incredible moment.
For 164 years, people have been dreaming of waking up on the first Tuesday in November and being able to hold this, the fabulous Lexus Melbourne Cup. The three-handled cup, the loving cup, the trainer, the owner and the jockey. It's the cup of dreams. Whether you're a bush battler or a billionaire, whether you've got a horse in the sweep or you're a Leviathan punter, this is the big day. I'm Eddie Maguire. Welcome to Nine's Widewater Sports coverage of the Lexus Melbourne Cup, the race that stops a nation.
Ask anybody why the Melbourne Cup is so special, and you'll rarely find one single answer. It's a tradition that embodies the Australian spirit. A 2-mile handicap where anything is possible. For over 160 years, the Cup has endured. Dedication, heart, and true Aussie grit has captured the imagination of generations.
The Melbourne Cup, the race that stops the nation.
At 3 o'clock on the first Tuesday in November, time stands still.
And they're up. And they're racing in the Melbourne Cup. Nation wars for a hero. She's starting to wind up.
Arlap is increasing his lead.
Gateway will make them all. What a finish to the Melbourne Cup. The champion becomes a legend.
Michelle Payne has created history.
Rekindling. Saintly wins it easily. Mighty Towers won it. What a win in a cup we'll never forget.
It's a day that transcends sport and unites people from all walks of life. Once Australian racing's window to the world, it's the spectacle worth travelling for.
The champion from the land of the rising sun.
International raiders come for the prize, the prestige, and they're attracted to that Aussie spirit, the fair go.
Vintage crop. The Irish also win the Melbourne Cup.
Beneath the glamour of Flemington, this is a story of the unbreakable bond between these beautiful animals and those connected to them. Today, the world comes together to celebrate the best of who we are. This is the Lexus Melbourne Cup. This enduring, inspiring, beautiful thing.
Through droughts and floods, from world wars to pandemics, the Melbourne Cup has united a country on the first Tuesday in November for 164 years. And today, fabulous Flemington turns on its greatest day. The weather is absolutely magnificent. Blue skies, 25 degrees, a slight zephyr just to keep the heat off. And we are in for one of the greatest days of sport that you'll ever see. The Lexus Melbourne Cup of 2024. A race that has captivated this country, as I said, for 164 years. Me personally, since I was a little boy, the pure Australianism of this day and the egalitarianism of what racing is all about. And I speak to Francesca Comani from the other side of the world, who is equally captivated by this magic day that is the Lexus Melbourne Cup. Welcome everybody, welcome Francesca.
Thank you, Eddie. And the funny thing is, despite this beautiful day that you've referenced, watching that build-up, I've got goosebumps.
Yeah.
It does it to me every single year, come the Melbourne Cup. I particularly love that moment when we've had all the entertainment, we've had all the build-up, we've had the national anthem, horses have headed out to the start, and there's almost that lull, that hush, just before the barriers spring open. It's so special.
It's unbelievable. The first race, Archer wins. The second race, Archer wins. Coming from there. Now, of course, we've got Vauban coming from the other side of the world, a French-bred horse, trained in Great Britain, the international stars, the locals, and so many great stories. We had Penfolds Derby Day with Jamie Carr and Chris Waller and James McDonald. Today, it is almost Ladies' Day 2 days early. It used to be on the Oaks Day, but today I think it's a red letter day for the women of racing today.
Yeah, well, there's Jamie Carr. She's one of 4 female jockeys riding in the Melbourne Cup today. She'll be on board Akita Sushi. And yes, when Michelle Payne won the race, she was the only female jockey riding in it on 100-to-1 shot. So now we've got 4 female jockeys on real live chances. Holly Doyle's come all the way from America.
And 6 female trainers, which is even better. You go back to 1938, and Granny McDonald wasn't even allowed to be in the race book and wasn't recognised until 2001 when Ethereal won for Sheila Laxon. And Sheila's back here today with 5 other female trainers. It's
I'm
wonderful.
very glad I wasn't born back then. I think I would have really struggled.
Well, you would have struggled. You would have been here. You would have maybe been allowed to bring a plate or something. But it does show, though, that even then, women were so important in the racing industry, just not recognised. Today, a different thing. 2 other people that we've got to look at today. Kieran McAvoy could equal Bobby Lewis and Harry White with 4 Melbourne Cup wins, and Mark Zara could equal the great Glenn Boss with 3 in a row, only this time not with Makybe Diva, but with 3 different horses.
Yeah, amazing stories potentially to roll out. And I think Kieran McAvoy's got potentially quite a good chance of doing it, because he rides Absurd for Willie Mullins, and he has proven to be a very good Melbourne Cup jockey. And the horse Absurd ran in the race last year at about the 300-metre mark. He looked like the winner. He just kind of petered out on his run. Kieran will need to settle him well today, conserve that energy, and just kind of smooch him into the race and then deliver him late. Willie Mullins has been trying to win this race for over 20 years, 9 times. They haven't quite managed. Max Dynamite very nearly won. He came 2nd and 3rd. Rich Ritchie, the owner of Vauban, this is his big quest. He's won big races all around the world. Many winners at Cheltenham, including Vauban himself. He was a jumper before he became a flat horse.
And we'll speak to Rich Ritchie here a little bit later. He's a great character, great friend as well, and we're going to have a lot of fun with him. Okay, let's get going. Let's go around the grounds. There's so much happening here at the Melbourne Cup Carnival. It is absolutely sensational. Clint Stanaway is with Jess Fox, who knows what it's all about to win something gold and shiny. She's a superstar. And Clint, mate, welcome to the Melbourne Cup.
Thank you so much, Ed. What a special day it is for Melbourne and also for Australia as well. Jess Fox, 3-time Olympic champion. Here you are trackside. What's it like? You excited? Your first cup?
It is. It's my first Melbourne Cup. Very excited to be here today. I'll be holding a microphone. We'll be walking around the birdcage, but it's a new experience and I'm excited. Looking forward to it.
Trust me, in here, the 9 marquee where we are this morning, it was absolutely pumping on Derby Day, so I'm expecting the dance floor to be full again. Plenty of VIPs as well. One of your favourites will be joining us.
It's empty now, but I'm very much looking forward to seeing Ronan Keating. I hear he is going to be performing, so that'll be really exciting. And yeah, a few others. I hear Nikki Hilton will be around, and some of the 9 family. Looking forward to meeting Scott Cam too. We'll see.
It's always pumping here. Let's check in with Sylvia Jeffries, who has the latest from the park. Morning, Sylv.
Good morning to you, Clint and Jess, and good morning to you at home. I am in absolute fashion heaven today here at Flemington for Fashions on the Field. This is, of course, one of the major parts of the tradition of Cup Day, and I'm joined by host and ambassador Chris Smith. Chris, good morning to you. The stakes are very high today, aren't they?
They're incredibly high. Look, there's an enormous prize pool here at Fashions on the Field. It totals around $370,000, so really is worth putting in the effort.
And what are the categories we're looking at today?
So we got best dressed, best suited, and also best millinery. So we saw on Derby Day, we got a really monochromatic masterclass, the black and white. You looked in the crowd, it looked so chic, so incredible. But today is all about colour. The bright pastels, the patterns, the fabrics, everything like that, paired with some incredible headwear and awesome accessories.
Everything will be bright and bold. So what will the judges be looking for today?
The judges are always the same. They want something that's kind of on point with the fashion in terms of where we're at right now. But they also want that individuality. They want somebody that's going to really take that outfit and make it their own. Because if you don't own the outfit will own you.
That's very wise words, Chris Smith. We love that. We will be bringing you all the fun, all the fashions from Fashions on the Field throughout the day. But right now, back to someone who always nails the brief, Mr. Eddie Maguire.
Oh, thank you, Sylvia. I hope we still find somebody in tails and footy shorts, and maybe even the old nun's habit as well. The dress-ups in the ad are always something to look forward to on Melbourne Cup Day. We'll be speaking to Billy Slater, who has been a revelation.
And further out, Dolagiri is finishing brilliantly. Zelfrey gets anxious, and a furlong from the judge gets to work with a weapon. Lord Fury is holding Grand Trent at bay. Further out, Dolagiri is now putting in telling strides and finishing relentlessly. But Lord Fury under the whip is doing far better than Grand Trent. Dolagiri is coming into the picture, but far too late, and it's Lord Fury's Cup being kept going by Selfridge. Lord Fury goes to the line to win the race brilliantly from Grand Prince, and Dolagiri is far from disgraced in finishing third.